Hello everybody, welcome to On the Bright Side. My name is Daniel, and I'm watching Arcane. Dang, I keep being late with this show, and I'm apologize every time. I really love it. It's so good, but it is emotionally taxing. And I don't know, I think I said last time I had COVID recently, and it kind of just like, I don't know, it fucked up my life schedule, and I've been trying to get back to making it normal. Anyway, last time it had some highs and it had some lows. It was very sad at the end because we lost. Someone told me her name. Her name was Tisha, I think. Jinx lost her new best friend, and it's just like the world can't give her a break. Also lost her dad, who she found out was alive because she sacrificed herself to take out Vander, or else he was gonna go crazy. And also Victor died because Jace is all like, I gotta put an end to this hex tech stuff, because it feels like he's seen some shit. I don't think it fully sunk in after my reaction, but like over the past week I've just been like dreading getting back to this show because I'm like, it's not gonna get better. We're going full middle chapter, it feels like, in this third half. We're getting way worse before we get better. But I'm excited to see where we go, and if you guys are excited for more Arcane, then subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss the next episode. Let's begin episode 7. Pretend like it's the first time. Am I stupid, or are those new characters on that? Or have they always been for this entire season? Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, so this is Echo. That's what I thought, because I saw the white hair.
You're beyond help.
Hello?
Oh, relax, Jumpy.
Oh boy. Is this like an alternate reality?
What in the seven sumps is all this racket? Oi, one of those days.
Okay. Hold on, I gotta we're just starting the episode. I gotta pause. I'm having so many thoughts. Jesus Christ, show. Slow down. Alright. That's all I needed. I didn't need to like say anything. I just needed to pause for a second. Like an alternate dimension where everything was okay and Powder started working at the okay. So if this is where like Echo ended up, where the fuck did Jace go? Cause he saw some shit. So like I'm wondering if like the fractal type design that you see in the hex core was actually connecting to all these different possible realities.
Space Boy.
This is crazy.
Over here.
And it's crazy seeing Powder
I've been out of it all day.
normal. Ha!
I feel like I woke up in the wrong universe.
This is what happened. I've got you.
It isn't Zom's royalty. My lead?
My God! This is like if the nation of Zon actually happened. It actually worked out.
Feed off the Fisher gases, but the conversion rate.
I can't believe it.
They hardly.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Oh no. Go. Save him from himself. Where would you
It's great to have Yuri Lowenthal back in the show.
Hager!
Good start.
Oh, do the Chem Sisters have another show coming up? Milo here is a big fan. Like, huge.
Innovators
She was
competition you all are gunning for.
part of the people who like dyed their hair blue, right? In our reality, in the worst timeline, I guess. So where's Vi in all of this?
You know, one thing I learned as a bartender, as good as it feels to pour everyone's drink, you need to fill your own cup.
Let me guess.
God, Vander
I'm holding
is
myself back.
back in the show and giving great
Too
advice
smart to spend
already.
your life.
Can someone notice that he's having a terrible time? Timer dinger! I'm glad to finally see these two again. Jesus, it's been a long time.
One can't go shouting from the rooftops about being thrust into parallel dimensions.
So, Heimerdinger's already been thinking about it. He's already aware.
Also scattered us across time.
Yeah.
How long have you been here?
1,128 days, 6 hours, and 20 minutes.
Wow, that's a lot.
What about Jace? Is he here?
I fear he may have wound up elsewhere.
Yeah, he wound up elsewhere. If Jace ended up here, would he have even, like,
conundrum. I'm afraid Hex Tech was never invented here. and
tried to
without a
kill
creation
Victor?
so
Like,
prodigious as the Hex Gates.
No anomaly.
I can't believe I was right about time traveling a little bit.
Go on me. I have people back home who need me. We don't belong here.
And yet, we can't leave.
Jace found a way.
Oh, I was gonna go see Vi.
Vi!
Vi?
She is
You wanna come?
around. Oh, we're gonna see where Jace ended up. Okay, this episode is already gonna be one of my favorites. I love this shit. I can also see now why I've seen a bunch of fan art of Echo in, like, Miles Morales Spider-Man costume. We're dimension hopping, baby. I said our timeline is the worst timeline, but no, I think Jace actually ended up in the worst one.
Is anyone out there?
I feel so bad for him, because I'm like, he's a good guy, but he saw the worst.
Did you bring me here?
Is this Victor? Whoa. Is that, like metal, like rain on metal?
It can't be.
Jeez. Built over. Destroyed.
With the
That's
third degree, we've been
crazy
working on this
looking.
project-
And this invention. You don't have some alternative purpose for it?
You're the big idea guy. Sorry, sis.
Oh.
Someone's wigging out over his project.
Well, that's why we're not seeing her.
Not living up to my potential speech from Vander again.
It was a mistake to come here.
What's that supposed to mean?
Was it you?
You gave us the tip. We went on that job because of you.
That's why there's no Hex Tech here.
You should leave. Go, before I do something I regret.
That was an upsetting conversation. I know, like, he's, like, trying to get out of here, but I feel bad. Don't make the Jinx that's, like, having a better time in her life upset. Our real Jinx is about to have the worst time ever. Everyone dresses so... Yeah, I'm noticing all these, like, a lot of these background characters are characters that we've seen. What the hell? This is definitely, like, Hex Tech related. World without Hex Tech. Jace is in a world that has entirely succumbed to it. You know, Jace might be right, actually. I want to know how it ended up this way. It all looks like everything was, like, blasted outward. Like there was an epicenter. I do like how Echo is immediately like, even if this world, like, is better, nah, I gotta get back. It's not mine. Yeah, that definitely, that kind of imagery is definitely very Pompeii / Hiroshima. The song sounds like it's being sung by Heimerdinger. Never mind. Literally is. Oh god, I just noticed it. Remember what I was saying about, like, the things he... Ow! Ow, ow. Oh, he'll be fine.
Inconceivable.
So you'll help me?
I meant that quite literally. Tampering with the arcane never ends well, lad.
She's mad at you.
The risk is far too great.
You guys both want to get home, right?
How could I forsake a brilliant lad in need? Again.
As we cut to Jace. Oh, no, your leg's not working. God, Jace is in survival horror land. What I'm worried about is, like, there's no food where Jace is. There's no life. Okay, we're good. What the fuck? god, okay, so it just happens naturally by being in this world. Things get... What is he eating, by the way?
And I've treated it. I must destroy it.
Oh, a little weird thing.
Consumes.
Oh my god.
I was trying to create magic.
It's your time now, Jace.
Please.
Exactly like this.
Alright, I feel so bad for Jace. Living in a cave. Just like waiting for his leg to heal. My god. This man! He is a survivor! Holy shit! At least the colors are pretty here.
Watch your step.
Oh my god.
I don't know what this is all about, but if you're trying to apologize, dragging me through the pain at this?
I
What
had
did he
this
paint?
dream where things went another way.
She looks so badass.
Right?
You don't know the half of
Because
it.
she's the coolest.
She was
I was strong because she was afraid. Well, her fear of losing us is what made her fight so hard.
You were different
That's
in my dream
probably...
too.
Oh yeah, Buster? Is that what this is about?
Your ideas change the world. I can't shake the feeling that that's who you're supposed to be.
I like my life. I don't want to lose what makes me... me, chasing some wild dream.
This is so interesting.
Sometimes taking a leap forward means leaving a few things behind.
Thinks she can help him get home. Man, it's like so bittersweet having powder like this, because we're just gonna lose it. I'm your dinger. Poo-poo and ideas. Oh, well, that's promising. I like that, like, centrifuge with the animated monkeys. Well, there's something. I kind of hate that
So,
we have to
does
introduce
it
this to
do?
this happy world.
so... what
Oh
does it
boy.
do?
Just ask me that.
Well, you created a time anomaly.
No, I didn't.
It's a time loop.
A time loop? A time loop?
Do it again! Have him hit his head again.
Try going back further.
Take it slow, lad. We wouldn't want to push a new invention too far too quickly.
Oh boy. This is crazy. I love how the natural conclusion of just like every story is have time travel at some point. I wonder why we as a human race are so fascinated with time travel.
Four.
Oh!
The limit is 4 seconds.
Are you certain, my boy? What were the indicators?
You blew up.
Trust me. It's 4 seconds. We aren't.
Jesus.
I think I might know how to give it a boost. You can start by attending your party. What's the point of a device like this if you don't enjoy the time you have?
That's a good point. Meanwhile, speaking of time, that giant clock. Welcome back to Jace's Adventure in Nightmare Land. This is definitely looking like the epicenter. Everything looks blasted out from here.
She said something about making an entrance.
Oh boy.
She does love a spectacle, eh?
You should say something to...
In case I don't remember to tell you tomorrow,
Yeah.
you've always meant the world to me, Benzo.
Oh. Well, you, don't get all mushy on me now. Hey. Making a big man misty, are you?
I'm getting misty.
You should be proud of yourself. I have the feeling that you'll be running this place soon.
So,
Oh my god.
there's a chance for us yet.
You.
Why is he all scarred up
Didn't think I'd
in
miss
this
your big day,
world, though?
did you?
Didn't you try to kill him?
Greatest thing we can do in life is find the power to forgive.
Wow. So that explains why he's all scarred up. I guess I also know now why the record was different. She's dressed up, makeup. It goes crazy. So these two are extremely cute together. Jesus. I've been thinking it like
Some night.
a lot of the episode.
Where'd you learn those moves?
I was just following your lead.
He's got lines.
I just want to thank you. You know, for everything. I used to dream the Undercity could be like this. I gave up on it. Gave up on you.
I've never seen you give up on anything, Echo.
He's talking about it
Ever
different.
wish you could just stay in one moment?
Sometimes taking a leap forward means leaving a few things behind.
Promise I'll never forget this. Sorry,
No, it's fine.
It's catching a vibe, but
just pretend like it's the first time.
man, Echo's going to take this world back, and that's going to be a whole bunch of different kind of baggage than what Jace is going to take with him. Jace's entire adventure was getting here. Is that Jace? That's his hammer, isn't it? Pretty. Echo's leaving.
Upgrade. Just a moment.
This is a big upgrade.
Power supply.
Cool shot.
This is where it all started, isn't it? The end of Piltover. Because of Hextech.
Listen, all I'm saying
Why did you ever give me this?
is that Heimerdinger was right. Oh, is this supposed to be the arcane master who gave him that in the first place?
This way, right? Just tell me there's a chance.
I've been saying, is this Victor or...
Send me back.
But again, isn't this just a possible future? Which I guess is what Jace is saying. It doesn't have to be this way, does it?
Never a dull moment. Back in a wink. No!
Whoa, 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 Heimerdinger! Ah! Oh boy. Ah! I don't want to lose Heimerdinger. Well, I guess he's not going to be lost. He's just not coming with us.
I won't fail.
I swear it.
Jeez. Maybe we will lose Heimerdinger. Okay, well, he went somewhere else. Yep. See ya, Powder. Going to a place where
Powder?
powder doesn't exist. And I guess that gets rid of my issue of them, like, introducing this power to this place because it just disappears. I didn't even notice the music box in there. Oh, there's a lot more. Maybe we haven't seen the last. Ah, my God. This episode is... It was one of my favorites of the entire series. I mean, like... I love when shows do shit like this. Where there's just, like, the one episode where it's like an entirely different vibe. And it's just... It's always... I'm going to struggle to get my thoughts together for this one, I think. I can tell you this much. The latter third of this is starting off strong. The way that last episode ended, very upsetting, but we're not even getting to see the aftermath. We have to explain some other things first. And Echo was our main character this episode. A character who I really didn't expect it from like everything that we've like seen previous to this. I mean, Echo had one of the best scenes in the first season when he like went up against Jinx and like managed to like beat her because he like baited her into doing stuff that they used to do as kids. Which, by the way, can I say, from that scene, I caught chemistry between these two characters. But I guess this Powder is entirely different from the other Jinx. I don't think coming back, Echo and Jinx will like be able to have that kind of relationship. But I don't know, now I want it. Now I like want Echo to like come back. I feel like I gotta get this stuff out of the way first. Shipping stuff so I can focus on the themes and other things. But it was kind of weird because like Powder was having chemistry with an Echo that is not like her Echo. You know, I wish luck to the Echo that exists in that universe. Hope he has as much game as our Echo, but we'll see. Maybe we will see, because there was that little teaser that shows at the end that Powder has a lot more of the arcane gems. She might be able to recreate the time travel phenomenon, and then we'll see. But yeah, I have to say that I had seen like a fair amount of fan art that was like Echo and like Miles Morales interacting, and like I've seen fan art with Echo dressed up as Miles and Jinx dressed up as Spider-Gwen, and I'm like, all right, so there's something that happens in this season that like causes people to associate those. And like I know that Vi, her voice actress, is Gwen Stacy in the Spider-Verse series. I was like, so why is it Jinx? So I'm like, something must happen. And I think I get it now, because it's like dimension hopping, that I just liked them like talking, you know. I really just like seeing like an alternate world where Powder remained Powder and was happy. I don't know if we'll ever get to see that again. Is how the placement of this episode here at when we know that the real Jinx has to be doing, it's gotta be one of her lowest points. Like, I'm afraid Echo's gonna get back and see Jinx the way, but like seeing Powder like this, seeing the world like this, it has to fill Echo with some sort of hope that when he goes back, things can be fixed. Like, things aren't, you know, there's a world where things work out. So why can't it be our world? And I think Echo may, from this point on, be like a way more important character than he was in the past. Before I move away from this point, I had this idea early on, but I forgot to say it, that like from now on, one of Echo's top priorities is going to be there for his Powder. He's going to be there for Jinx. I hope Vi is there too, but like I don't know if that's what Jinx needs right now, but I feel like Echo realized that he really cares for Jinx, so I hope when he gets back that he can help her out. Is my hope. I'm all for it. Echo's a great character. But on the flip side, let's talk about Jace. While Echo was experiencing this like good ending timeline, Jace was experiencing the bad ending timeline. And my god, what a bleak thing. Now I was like, obviously he had seen some shit. This was about, if I'm honest, this was about what I was expecting, but like seeing it actually like look like that, like just husks of people, it's harrowing. And the fact that he had to like recover from a broken leg, I mean, I don't know how he survived. In reality, he probably shouldn't have, but the fact that he did shows just how much like willpower Jace has as a character. And then to climb all the way to the peak to where it all began. What looked like Jace with his hammer doing something. I wonder what the point in which everything was pushed too far. Maybe Jace was trying to fight against the Hex Tech, the Hex Core in that last moment, but it just won. And all I'm saying is that Heimerdinger was right. But I thought about it a lot when, like, there was that scene in the first season where Jace voted Heimerdinger out of the council. I was like, you're voting out someone who has actual lived experience in all of these atrocities just because he's, like, holding you back to, I feel like, a reasonable degree. I understood from the perspective of, like, in government, he's very, like, conservative, you know? It wasn't like things weren't going to progress. He was going to keep the status quo, which is not always the best thing. So, like, I got it from both of their perspectives. But I'm on the Heimerdinger was right train, but Jace ended up seeing visions of someone who looked like that hooded figure that he saw, that we saw from his backstory. I have theories about that, as I've said, that this hooded figure could possibly be Victor, which, if the one who gave him the gem in the first place, that is now, like, integrated into him, was Victor from this timeline, saw that everything screwed up, and went through time all the way back to save Jace specifically because he knew that, like, it would end up here, and he could send Jace on the path to stop this from happening. And that would be crazy. But with how much time this episode got into time travel, I'm thinking I might be right. I don't know if this season's going to reveal that at all, but, I mean, Jace... Now I don't know what Jace is going to do, because he kills Victor, causes everyone that he's saved to lose their life, it seems. But where does he go from here? Does he just, like, start attacking Piltover? Like, does he try to shut everything down? You know, I don't think a lot of people are going to stand for that. I'm kind of afraid that Jace going on this warpath to prevent that future is going to cause something else, some other thing, or possibly it be like a self-fulfilling prophecy. I'm afraid that Jace is, like, really far gone at this point, because the way that the show has been framing what he's doing, it's not been framing it as, like, a crusade of justice, saving the world. He's a hero. It's framing it as, like, this is kind of horrific, but I don't know if the show's just trying to trick me or what, or something. Speaking of Heimerdinger, he did not end up making it back to our timeline. He is somewhere else, maybe forever. Maybe we'll never see Heimerdinger again. I kind of doubt it, because he's a popular character in this show, so come on. His fate has to be definitive. That's just how it works in these shows. We have to know, like, where he ended up. He knew Echo would be more useful than him. I just really hope he's not dead. I really like Heimerdinger. It was also just crazy seeing all these, like, Zaun people being happy and normal. Milo and Clagger being alive. My God, this episode was amazing. I now am, like, thinking, like, oh, the final third of this season might be peak. There are still a lot of factors that just, like, I'm also thinking of, like, if Jace, if he's, like, very single-mindedly trying to prevent this from happening, trying to destroy all Hex Tech, all traces of it, there's still, like, a number of plots that I feel like are going to interfere with that. Are we ever going to get resolution on the Mel plot? Are we going to get any... We're probably going to get more of that this season, but I imagine that we're not going to get resolution, and I'm like, I am kind of worried that the way that this they wrote this season, as opposed to season 1. I feel like season 1 was like, let's put out this season and see and gauge, like, interest. And they put a lot of effort into it, and it's amazing. And they ended off on a cliffhanger to potentially continue it. But season 1 is very good at being a fairly self-contained story. Season 2 has felt like we're going to expand the scope by a lot and set up for a crazy, like we're going to wrap up all the plots that they're setting up in this season in another season. Which is how a lot of TV shows get written nowadays, where you have to make your first season with under the assumption that you'll never get another season, but then if it's successful enough, maybe people will like sign you for having multiple seasons. So I don't know if like there's some contract where Arcane is like set for one more season after this, or what. But I was kind of talking, if you watched the Lego building stream with me and Duncan, which you didn't, because like no one did, but we were talking about how a lot of shows are like written like this. I kind of wish that there was like more resolution in one season. Like the way that anime does it is that it'll like set up arcs. So like, here's the villain for this, or here's the task that we have to complete. And once that's over, you may leave some story threads sprinkled in there to be able to continue it from then on. But most anime just air with 12 episodes, and they're fairly complete feeling stories, I feel. Whereas a lot of like American television, I feel like, are never complete stories in like one season. I don't know. I get that it's complicated, that you have to write these stories with the full expectation that you may never get to write it again. But like, I will be mad in a good way, I hope, by the end of this show, if a lot of the stories don't get ended off on, because that'll mean I'll be really excited for whenever the next season comes out. But enough talking about that. This was an amazing episode. I want to hear comments. I want you guys to talk to me about what you thought when you first saw this episode. Crazy shit. And if you like my reaction to this episode, then you can let me know by leaving a like, and you can subscribe and hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss a single Arcane reaction going forward. With all that being said, I hope that I can make your day better, and I hope that you continue to have good days. Till next time, take it easy, everyone.